When you convert a file of references into BibTeX format using text to bib, you have the option to retrieve each item from Crossref, a database of publication metadata for journal articles, books, collected volumes, and other material. If you use this option, you can potentially correct errors in your references and also add missing information like DOIs. To do so, select, as usual, a file of text references like this one. On the Upload form, select Yes for the option Retrieve Matching References from Crossref. When you submit the form, Text-to-Bib will convert each item in your file to BibTeX format and then look in Crossref for the item. If your reference has a DOI, it will search in Crossref using that field. Otherwise, it'll use the components of the reference like its title, authors, and year. As you can see, getting items from Crossref takes a while, perhaps a minute for every 20 items. Here's the result I get. If your reference and Crossref disagree about the content of a field, as in this case for the authors, the version generated by the text-to-bib algorithm from your references is shown in blue, and the version pulled from Crossref is shown in red, or in orange if you're using dark mode, as here. By default, the version in your references is selected. To select the Crossref version, click on the radio button. The BibTeX file you download will then include that version of that field. For a field that the text-to-bib algorithm did not detect in your reference, but that is present in the item found in Crossref, there's a radio button that allows you to add the Crossref field. For example, if I click the button next to DOI, then that field is added to the BibTeX entry. At any time, you can edit the item by clicking the Edit button, making any changes you want, and then clicking the Submit Correction button at the bottom of the Edit form. Once you're done with this item, you may, if you wish, mark it as correct so that you know you've checked it. Marking it as correct is not required to include it in the BibTeX file you can download. In some cases, as for this item, the text-to-bib algorithm and Crossref assign different item types to a reference. Here, text-to-bib assigns an unpublished item type, which makes sense given the reference, but Crossref finds the published version of the item and assigns it the article type. In such cases, you can select the version you want by clicking the radio button beside it. I'll select the Crossref version for this reference, and then you can edit it as necessary. For this item, I'll change the M- in the title, which seems to be an error, to a hyphen, remove the URL, which just repeats the DOI, and also remove the ISSN, which is not normally included in a reference. When I submit the form, I see my edited item, which will be the version included in the BibTeX file I can download. The Crossref data is supplied by publishers and is not formatted consistently. It also contains errors. Here are some examples. For this item, Crossref has helpfully supplied the correct journal name, which was incorrect in the reference, but gives the authors' names and the title of the paper in all caps, which is not helpful. Also, in this case, the issue number should be 2 and 3, not O2N03. I don't know where the O2N03 comes from. Maybe it's like fish and chips, O2N03. For this item, Crossref supplies the author's full first name and full name of the journal, which is good, but supplies the title using title case rather than sentence case, which in my opinion is not good, and gives only the starting page number, not the ending page number. For this item, Crossref has helpfully found the published version, but again it gives the title in title case, and it also gives the journal name with an initial article, the, which is usually omitted in references. This item has been located in Crossref, which has usefully supplied the DOI, but curiously has incorrectly classified its type as MISC rather than book. For this item, the Crossref entry is also incorrect. The journal name is the International Journal of Game Theory, as it's given in the original item, not the International Journal of Games Theory, as supplied by Crossref. Here, the Crossref data is a mixed bag. It contains only the author's initials, not his full name, but supplies the correct volume number and page range, which are wrong in the original reference, as well as the DOI. Finally, here is a case in which the best match in Crossref is simply the wrong item. The bottom line is that the data from Crossref can be helpful in correcting references and adding missing information, but appears to contain many errors and inconsistencies, so that care is needed when using it.